You've seen it before. The person who is always posting about their progression gets little to no attention. Well, the quiet one who just pops out of thin air, gets all the attention. Does this sound familiar to you? I hope it does, because that is what all this video is going to be about. I'm going to explain you with 4 points how you can make sure you're the one who pops out of thin air. So let's get right into point number 1. So, as for the first point, people respect outcomes, not the efforts. We've all had that moment that you're sacrificing everything, working till late at night, doing everything, but in the end it gets no result. And the person who just does it one time, does deliver something, gets remuneration, hard word, just because one time, while you're doing it every week, day in, day out. This is happening eventually. This purely happens because there is no result. People only care about results. In business, people care about results. Not the way, not the grind, not the blood, sweat, and tears that went into it. They do not care about that simply. And it's very easy to notice. My mom, she works in security, and there is a building which usually hosts parties, big concerts, and the boss of that has personally invited my mom to take there for a dinner. And as he said, you can climb very fast because he's delivering. If you deliver, you can climb very easy in the ranks. If you do not deliver, you stay here or you're gone. That's how easy it is in business, essentially. So that's what you need to keep in mind. Grinding is a nice thing, but delivering, that's another thing. If you're the person who can deliver, then you start seeing something. If it's not, then you can forget it. Then you can forget about it. And why does this? People only care about the outcome. If they see netto $1 million in profit, they're loving you. If they see netto 10,000 in profit, they're looking at, it is some results, but not the results we want. That's how easy it is. That's how easy it will be. It's hard, it's wrong, but people get rewarded for the work they're doing. That's how easy it is. And this is backed by science and studies that have been done, which has to do with the outcome bias. In real life, people don't have time to study your whole process. They judge based on the result. This is called outcome bias. Whereas someone's success or failure overshadows how they got there. Even if you work 100 times harder, if someone else has a better outcome, they get the praise. That's how brains work. We associate results with skills, not just effort. This is backed by the behavioral economics of psychology behaviors. And that's basically what I just said. Why study someone's whole process, that which looks like a whole DNA line of ours, when we can just look at results? Because that is only what matters for us. So let's get into point number 2. Trying too hard looks desperate. If you have that one person who will always post pick like this. Today we're grinding 6 hours long. Yeah, nice. Great, man. Good job. I don't care. If it is this result I got after 6 hours of grinding. So, my man, how have you done that? It's a whole difference. That is the difference with this. The first one, they look desperate for validation, attention, just to get that bit of dopamine. While the second one, they do not care. They act out of pure confidence in what they know. And it's just, I've done this every day. Then they look and feel more confident to you because they have got something, they have got a result out of something. So it feels naturally to us that they're more confident, that they can do something and we cannot. That is the whole difference in it. And of course, to some point, you can do just today we're going to grind for this. But if you're doing it day after day after day, it just turns people off. That's how easy it is. That's how easy it's going to be. That is just human nature. And that is also by the social signaling theory. When you constantly show you're grinding, posting every move, or trying to prove you're doing something, it can signal low social value. It is far more impressive that someone just posts about this new Porsche, BMW, 60,000, 150,000 euros, dollars, you can name it. Far more impressive than this someone says, today I've made 100 euros. Great. No. If you constantly post the journey, there's nothing about it. If it is not after you've done the work, so the result is there, which for me is a YouTube video. I've done the work. I've grinded my ass off to deliver it. Then it's a different type of validation you're seeking because now you're acting out of confidence and not seeking for that validation while you can just sit there for 6 hours jerking off on your dick or watch some TikTok. That's how easy it is. So that's why do not be the person that tries too hard to get some validation. If you get the success, the validation just naturally follows you afterwards. And that is also to be seen in high value or high standard men. Instead of over complicating it or over explaining it, they just deliver the work and then it's done. That's how easy it is. If you go as a businessman to a shoe, no, was a good example, to a average store, and you say, I can make this place run 2 times better. And you do it? Why explain the whole process behind it? Every person you use, every move, every time. No. You've kept your word, you've done your business, and it's done. So, point number 3. And it is mostly to do with point number 1. But results speak louder than grinding actions. And that is very simply, you can be working harder than others, but if they just deliver it, they get the value. But it has to do with the halo effect. If you do not know what the halo effect is, it's simply if you can do something really good, which for people is an amazing performance, they think you have other good traits as well. So they can be, if you're that $1 million business runner, they think you have, for example, high intelligence, confidence, discipline, good caring, all those positive things you're being linked to. That's the halo effect. But if you do not deliver, if you're just a mediocre level player, then it's just, alright, he's average, but that is all it's going to be. It's the same if you're a bit of having conversations about someone that's really bad, it's all, yeah, this is all he can do. Most of the time it's negative. But if someone is really up there, then it's all praising the Lord, actually. And it's all just, he must do other things really good as well, because he does this so good. That is all what this is about, the halo effect. Now, as for point 4, and this is what you need to do, essentially. As I said, point 3 has to do with point 1. Point 4 has to do with point 2. And just very easy. Silence wins. Ever ahead. If it is Gen Z now, if you have left someone undelivered on Snapchat for 6 hours, they're already texting you, what are you doing? They're already scanning everything of social media, what are you doing? Asking friends you're company with. That's how easy this is going to be. Silence builds curiosity. That's the point. People do not know what you're up to. So it keeps them wondering, what is he going to do? He does not say anything. He does not post anything. He does not show me anything so I can know what he is doing. That's what I said with talk less, do more. It keeps them on the tippy toes. They need to be ready for the next strike that's going to happen. That's how simple it is. You'll become unpredictable, and that is powerful. You're unpredictable, you can go out of nowhere. This Porsche is mine. My nice little present. With some pocket change, I've bought it. And people are blown away. They do not see it coming, and it's just a full force that blows right in their faces. Because you've not posted anything in your life. After that. That's why I've decided to go in dark. Just off the radar. Of course, I keep posting on my social media, which is YouTube, TikTok. But as for Snapchat, I've deleted everyone. Except one person. As for Instagram, I do not post anything. No shorts. No reels. No stories. Everything just going dark. And the moment I posted, I bought this car and it's for me. It was all, whoa. How have you done that? How is it, man? How have you accomplished that? I've multiple people ask me, how did you do that? How did you afford a Tesla Model 3 at just 18 years old in the Netherlands? That is very good. That is just what you want to do. Stay silent, do the grinding. Yeah, it may be lonely, but afterwards the feeling you get is more than worth it. And that is backed by the information gap theory of the cognitive psychology. People get curious when they know just enough to sense there's more. If you explain everything, they scroll past. But if you keep your moves quiet, you create a gap. And the brain naturally wants to fill that gap. That is why most short TikToks start with an intriguing start. The first 3 seconds are always, I've achieved 100,000 in 3 hours. And you're like, how have you done that? That's the gap. You can see it as, I need to erase some part. So to put this a bit out, this is what you see. 100,000 in 3 hours. And your brain wants to know how. This is the how part. How have you done it? That is what your brain wants to know. They want to fill in that spot. So they want, if the answer is, I'm thinking about OnlyFans, but let's take selling cars has created me 100,000 in 3 hours. Then you know, alright, so I need to do this in order to get this. That's what the brain wants to know. Or I run a marathon. I finished first in a marathon. They want to know, how have you done that? And today it gets lower and lower and lower to the point that it's just, I've pooped for an hour. They're already thinking, how have you pooped for an hour? That's how low this gets. So that's what you need to do. Just create phrases, places that there is a gap and I want to know it. That is one of the secrets to get higher up. Which for me I need to implement more, but it's also getting used to. When you get used to, then it's just a full train running on rails. So that is everything that you need to know. That do not show the hustle, but show the results only. Show what the hustle is getting you. So if you've done 6 hours of work and it got you 1,000 euros, show that. Achieve 1,000 euros today. And do not be, I'm going to work 6 hours. Nice. Yeah, that's all we do. Basically, you work, then afterwards you get paid. No, you want to see the paid part. You want to post the paid part first and then show the struggle behind it. So that is everything that I want to say. And I hope to see you in my next video.